Hi, everybody. Welcome to Feedback. I'm Nick Vole. It's November, but already students need to start thinking about what they're going to be doing next year after they graduate high school, whether that's careers, college, or the military. A new resource on the district's website is available to students to help them make decisions. It's called FutureMe, and it has a ton of great resources for kids. And joining me now to talk more about Future Me are Tracy Sharman and Katie Morrison Seward. Guys, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us, Nick.
Thanks.
So what exactly is Future Me?
FutureMe is a brand new resource that we worked in collaboration with our communications team to develop for Vancouver Public Schools families. And it is an amazing resource that provides all things about college and career readiness. And so students can find information about enrollment, enlistment, or employment. And that's our vision, is that when students leave us as graduates, that they have a plan and they are ready to either enroll in a post-secondary education after high school, or enlist in one of the branches of the military, or go into an opportunity for direct employment. So we've curated all the most important resources that we feel will help families navigate that process and develop a plan.
Why does the district value this so much, to make a whole program based around what they do kids after we're done caring for them? Why is it important to the district to help set them up in this way?
So Washington State requires that students have a high school and beyond plan. And so this is a great starting point for parents and students to go to figure out what their options are for after high school.
So it's a legal requirement, but I would imagine it's also sort of an ethical or moral, desire by the district to make sure our kids are getting what they need to be successful adults.
Absolutely. We want our students to graduate from high school. That's what we're here for. But we will not be successful until we know that they have a plan moving forward, that they're ready to move into their next step after high school. And so there's a lot of information out there, and there's a lot of different pathways that students can choose. So we felt like it was important to pull all of that together into one resource for our families.
Sure. And it seems like too that, oh, Tracy, go ahead. You're going to say something.
Sorry, I was just going to say the FutureMe website is a great one-stop shop for parents and students to go, because it lets them explore their options. If they have no idea what they want to do, it's presenting different options. And if they have some idea of what they want to do, it lets them go deeper, have a deeper dive into that, and find out what their next steps should be.
Sure. And it seems to me that this is valuable, and we'll see the website here in just a minute, but it seems like it's valuable to me to see for students whose maybe parents didn't go to college, who aren't sure, how this whole thing works, or enlist, or find a trade, or what have you. It seems like it's really helpful for those kids, because if they're starting at zero, this is the steps you need to take, right? This is the path to college. And also, to me, it seems like kids whose parents maybe had another child go to college, or the parents went to college themselves, it takes some of that burden off them, because now there's more information that the kids can find. It's not really a question, but I mean, I guess you've designed this to be for everybody, right?
Right. I think that's one of the most valuable messages that we can send, is that we value all post-secondary options in our district. And, four-year college is an amazing opportunity, and so are the military options. And we also have some amazing job career opportunities locally for students to go directly to work after high school. So it's our job and our mission to provide opportunities and equal value to all options after high school.
Sure.
So not only is FutureMe helping students with steps after high school, it has things that are going on that they can do right now in middle school and high school to help prepare them for the next steps.
Well, let's, I think it's a good time. Let's take a look at the website just to get people familiar with some of the things that it can do. And I know, Katie, you can share your screen with us so we can kind of click through it and see what there is to offer.
Sure. Well, the web address is futureme.vansd.org. And when you arrive at the website, you will see a very eye-catching opportunity to dive into all of the resources that are here. You will see enroll, enlist, and employ front and center in the website. And by clicking in any of these one areas, you'll get more detailed resources and information. Scrolling down, you'll also get some very dynamic content that Tracy has really taken the lead in putting blog posts and timely dynamic information on here about opportunities that can connect students into different employers, and as well as internships and scholarships and timely resources and advice of things that are going on right now. So you can see that there's an opportunity on November 16th to learn about the life of a land surveyor. So Tracy's posted this here for families to find out more information about that particular opportunity. So you'll find dynamic content, like I say, and then you'll also find really specific resources that are available. So if I clicked into enroll, I would then see information about how to plan, apply, and pay for college, whether that's a four-year university or a two-year community college or a technical school. And we'll also have a connection to Zello, which is our resource for the high school and beyond plan that Tracy mentioned earlier. All of our students develop their plan through a web resource called Zello. And Zello can help support plans that are around college enrollment, as well as military or direct employment after high school.
And so as a parent, sorry, Katie.
Go ahead.
As a parent, I love Zello because it allows your student to go in there, take an assessment, and it points them to different careers and colleges. So they can look at a college by location, by cost. They can look at an occupation by how much money the median wage is. So there's lots of different ways that they can connect with careers and colleges on Zello.
Great. And as you scroll down the resource, you'll see different websites that we've curated and posted as, you know, most critical to find information. Bullet points about simply what you need to know and do, and then some other downloaded resources. So what we've tried to do is pull everything together to help families navigate the process. And so the resource might be a great one to bookmark so that you can come back and revisit. If you always click on the latest ideas at the top, you'll get all of Tracy's fabulous posts that are dynamic and changing all the time. So it's a great way to go and find information that might be relevant to you. And the other thing that we have is at the top of the bar, you can click directly into featured scholarships. So right now is time for families to start planning for financial aid and figuring out how they're going to pay for college for their students that are attending next fall. They can click on featured scholarships, and they will have blog posts and highlights of various scholarships, but also they can click this link to have a comprehensive list of there's, I think, about 200 scholarships in there that are available for students now and into the spring.
And we try to make that resource it's comprehensive, but it's also not going to be the scholarship contests where they're asking for a bunch of information. They're legitimate scholarships that we've looked at, and a lot of them are local, and we encourage our students to apply. There's a lot of trade school scholarships as well that students aren't aware of. We just had a student win a toolkit scholarship. So lots of different options, and it's very specific, so it's a great resource.
And you guys mentioned briefly there financial aid. Now is the time to start applying. Why should students apply now, even if they're not sure of what they want to do next year?
Because there's a misnomer that some people feel like you don't need to apply for a FAFSA or a WASFA for financial aid unless you're going to a four-year university. But it's important to know that any community college or technical school will want you to complete a financial aid application. And a lot of scholarships that schools offer are done through FAFSA and WASFA as well. And the other important thing to know is that even if you apply for it, you don't have to accept it. So you want to apply early so that you can have first grab at the aid that's available. You'll get an award package given to you, and then you have the choice to accept that in part or in full.
For example, many students, if their families make $250,000, wouldn't think to apply for financial aid. But at Princeton University, if you're accepted there and your family makes less than $250,000, $250,000, your tuition is paid for in full by the foundation. So then lots of the Ivy League colleges have different foundations that the financial aid limits are way higher than what they are on the FAFSAs.
So really covering the high end, the high end, the parents with high end incomes and the lower income families as well.
And like Katie said, in order to be considered for a lot of scholarships, most families have to have a FAFSA submitted as well.
You know you won't get it if you don't apply for it, that's for sure.
Is there anything else on this website we should be seeing right now?
Yeah, there's one more thing I wanted to highlight, and that is that students and families can click on My Support and go directly to their school. So I think it's important to know that we have a district-wide resource that has all this valuable information, but it's looped in through all of our schools' Career Center web pages as well. So they can click on Hudson's Bay, for example, and see the faces of the people that are there to support them in their college and career ready work. And they can click, for example, Hudson's Bay, I can go visit their Career Center website. That is also a refresh in terms of design, and it links back to FutureMe. And so when Tracy posts a blog opportunity about a scholarship, it'll pop into our individual school pages as well. So this is a great place to find out really specific information about what's going on at Hudson's Bay High School. They might have a specific opportunity where military recruiters or Washington State University is going to be virtually visiting Hudson's Bay High School students on a certain date. And here's where you can find out about those opportunities that are really specific to your particular high school.
And so even though the enrolled button, we think 2-year, 4-year colleges, and it is for that as well in universities, it also has information about earning dual credit through CTE courses, advanced placement courses, running START courses. So again, things that you can do in high school to earn college credit. And the same with enlisted. You can go there to learn where you can take the ASVAB test, which meets one of the graduation pathway requirements now. So Washington State has new options for meeting graduation pathway requirements, and meeting the ASVAB requirements or standards is one of them. And those results are never released to recruiters. So parents can feel safe in just knowing that it's an assessment, and it helps match students to their skills and interests. And then also under employed, it's not just for after school, but students can start researching different local apprenticeships. They can look at different opportunities for job shadows and internships, as well as finding work rules for minors that vary from adults. So there's work hours limitations and prohibited job duties. So parents and students can go there to find out more information and to find out how they can earn high school credit while being employed.
I know that right now we're obviously doing things in a different way than we are traditionally doing things. I would imagine this website couldn't have come at a better time for the work that you guys are trying to do. You can't have on-site events like you might normally have. It's tough for kids to get in front of college, military, or career-based recruiters. How helpful has it been to have for you to have this resource, and how challenging has it been to reach the students that you need to reach?
Those are both really, really good questions. We have had, I think this resource is critical in the ability to contact our students through, we can message our students through Zello. We can also message our students through Skyward and the various Canvas pages that we have available at our high schools as well. So our career specialists and counselors who are working directly with students, they're using all of those technology tools to reach our students and linking them back to the Career Center pages, the FutureMe pages. And so it is a really critical resource right now in the remote learning. And I think that we've been able to use, Zoom to meet one-on-one with students and help them work on their financial aid applications. And we've been able to invite post-secondary schools to still come in and visit our students virtually. So we've been creative. It has been challenging, and we're going to continue to push out information. We're just getting ready to send out a message to all 12th grade parents and guardians specifically about financial aid and all the resources that are available to help them navigate that process. So we will continue to post this out to different venues that we have to reach our families, but it has been critical in this time.
So definitely sit down with your middle school or high school student, go to futureme.vansd.org and take a look. And then if you have questions, they can go to their career specialist or counselor for help on how to apply for that scholarship or what their next step should be in pursuing what they want.
All right, guys. Well, that was really informative. Thank you so much for sharing, and congrats on the website. It looks great. I hope students are able to get what they need there. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
That website again is futureme.vansd.org, and there's a ton of stuff on there. As you saw, make sure you also get a hold of your school-based staff to help get guidance on what you need to do to get into the career, college, or military branch that you wish to enter after high school. Thanks for watching Feedback. Until next time, I'm Nick Voll.